Hey guys, how you guys doing? My name is Aurelio Ashunbare and I remain your host. You're welcome to another episode of Divide Podcast. This is the 15th of September. The year is literally flying by. Actually, very wild. When did we say no grief for yourself that is already September? I really hope that everybody is not grieving for themselves. To be honest, the year is winding up really fast, and before you know it, now we're talking about 2025, bro. Since I'm a 1995 kid, 2025 is like that year that reminds you that you're old. It's so interesting. But yeah, how you guys doing? I hope you're good. I hope your month is going well. I hope August was a solid month for you, and I hope that you are ticking off all those goals that you set at the beginning of the year. Um, yeah, as for me, I've been good. I'm pushing, trying to master this new phase of life, trying to achieve all the goals I've set, regardless of what Tinubu has set for me. Doing my best to, um, be my best regardless of the situation or circumstance or consequence. Because in this life you must push. Actually, you must always push. A lot has happened actually since that last time I recorded our episode. A lot actually. Today something very interesting happened, which is what was going to be the title or what this episode is going to be about. Many times when things are going not so great, like especially with Nigeria, it's very easy to get swallowed into that whole negative. Everything is bad. Oh my God, Maranatha energy, and yeah, it's good to feel it too. Feel it too. May you know, Chris, please feel it as much as you can. But it's also important to move past it as much as you can too. So a couple of things happened over the past couple weeks. I will try to highlight all the things that I was on and about. But this morning, something very interesting happened. My mom brought some documents to my house, and she was like, "Oh, that she saw them in the house, and she brought them for me to come and see." And so this morning I started going through them, and I saw some fantastic, like you know how you you can remember the things that happened when you were younger, but when you see you went to a particular secondary school, you graduated, you were not a bad student, maybe, hopefully, and then you can just recall like, oh, my results. But then it's something totally different when you actually see like documents of like your offer letter from your university, your diploma application from a university you did not go to because another opportunity came that was better. But yeah, it was just interesting. I saw my secondary school certificate. So where the certificate I got from Friendship from Bubi College, and it like wrote the subjects I graduated with, what I wanted to become, um, basically my strengths or accomplishments in school, and it was just very cute, just to see like library perfect. He was a very good. He's a very hardworking. That's so cute. It's so interesting. I was actually very, very. I was so. Oh my God! Like a bad man has always been a bad man. It was nice. It was actually really nice. But yeah, and then I saw my diploma, um, diploma applic. Yeah, what do you call that thing? Diploma form. the form I filled for in like diploma when that was the plan. Before, and then I saw my Oxbridge offer, no, Oxbridge form also. So I instead of going for diploma in lag, I got a scholarship to Oxbridge Tutorial College. So I took the scholarship to Oxbridge Tutorial College, and I saw the letter that they gave me introducing me to the college, and it was just interesting. I saw the one of my assessment tests that I failed like mad. And that was the part where I was getting used to Cambridge education and had to answer questions. And then I saw just a lot of old, and it was just really beautiful. I saw NC UK. Anybody that studied in the UK will get what that is. I think it's the body in charge of school in the UK. And so I almost could in the UK. I got admission into two universities, Aston and what? Essex University to study law. Then I went to study law. But then the scholarship did not extend. We were hoping it would, but it didn't. And obviously it couldn't have, now that I think about it. But yeah, it was just nice to just see all of that. And then I saw my Bowen. It was like a memory lane. I saw my Bowen offer letter to study mass comm for 3 years. I was like, wow, that's a journey. That's like, and this was in I got into Bowen in 2014. Graduated in 2017. That was 3 years. Yeah. I was just looking at like the papers and seeing my face. There's a passport photograph of me in Ibobi College uniform. I was like, what? And yeah, it's just interesting how time flies. Time flies, and if you do have things that remind you of like when you were younger, I 100% recommend that you just go through those documents, because it just reminds you of testimonies that you might have forgotten. Because like at some point you are praying, God, I beg, I want to enter school. Then you enter school, then you finish your school, then it's on to the next thing. And we just keep on moving. Do you get moving to the next prayer point, next stage of life? And now this is me checking all of that, and my child is crying in the room. Do you get like from what? From just needing someone to carry him, and I'm carrying my child. And I just like look at the timeline and where I am at the moment, married with a child. I'm like, what? And the same thing would have has happened to everybody. Like, you can go back to your school certificate and see when you were hoping to get admission to study a particular course in school, and at the moment you're actually working a job in that profession. Do you get, like, that is a milestone? That is a journey. And it's beautiful because in that moment when you see that result and you are living out a reality you always hoped and prayed for, even though it's not like a perfect life, do you get? But you'll just be happy. You feel like you've journeyed through life up until one checkpoint. So yeah, definitely go back and check like the documents of old, and just realize how far you've come. And being a father has really helped me to also appreciate very small things. Like, I remember when my child first came, when Joshua first came, and Joshua was 49 centimeters when he was born. He was weighing like 3 kg or something like that, and currently he has doubled his weight. What did you do? I beg. See how to do with that? Let's see how to do it. What did you do? Yeah, what did you do? Please. So basically, we went so you do routine checkups. You go back to just check and just say, oh, this is what's going on and all that. And we checked his weight, and it was weighing almost double. I'm like, that's growth. Do you get like, it's important to count your wins, no matter how small, no matter how tiny, no matter how some might say flimsy, but just being able to say, oh wow, I had when the child arrived, the child was sent I believe 3 kgs and a particular 49 centimeters, and currently he's having to change clothes because it's too big for his clothes. Do you get? And that is time passing, that is growth, that's progress. And that is God's blessings too, that you are alive to see all of that. And many things have happened over the past 3 weeks. One of my parties lost her dad, and just going to console, on my way to console her and the family. I was just thinking about how life is so interesting, and we should always be grateful for the progress that we make, regardless of the adversity, regardless of how tough things can be or things are. Life in itself is a blessing. Is a blessing, and yeah. Now my son is pre-teething, so there's a something they do before the teeth, and I was just like, I remember when this boy did not even have anything in his mouth. Now his gum is already giving my teeth about to come out. I'm like, what? That's remarkable. Yeah, that's growth. That's the beauty of life. And interestingly, when I got to the house to comfort my friend, she's like family self. I realized something very interesting just from my experience as a father, that life as a parent will always be fulfilling as your child grows. Like like you're talking about, I have milestones that I've seen for my son now. Like I've seen my son almost walk. No, because not like he's walking, no. But the way he's doing his leg, you know that this boy, he get that for leg. Maybe now projects you get, but you never know. I have a plan. It's a very secret plan, but fingers crossed. You see it cook. But yeah, there are different milestones that you go through as a parent, and those milestones can be very tiny, but they accumulate. So one day, Joshua is going to go to school. The fact that he goes to school at all is a milestone. He's going to finish from kindergarten, finish nursery, finish primary. Each of those classes, the day he goes to class and he doesn't cry, because now he knows he's in school, is literally a milestone. He will crawl, he will walk, he will run. You get like, and one day we'll fly together in a plane, and he will sit down. It costs me money, but that's a milestone too. You get he's going to eat normal food. Currently, he's just taking breast milk, and all of these milestones are very tiny. But now you can imagine, like, when your parents see you graduate from university, when your parents see your first relationship, when your parents see you get your first job, get your first car. All of these things are various milestones, but they are just as weighty because they literally carried you when you were 49 centimeters. And that's the beauty of parenting, and why it's so much of a legacy to be a parent. Like, it's weighty, and may our parents see us grow. Like, even if it's to the point of your first job, your first car, your first house rent, anything, know that they've hit so many milestones in the past that you can't even remember how you've forgotten. Like, my dad paid for my secondary school until from start to finish. Do you get, like, he saw me graduate from university. He has seen my first child. But, like, seeing my first child is just as important as seeing me finish from school. or start my business or grow my business. But growth generally is the win of every parent. Do you get like? So it's important to cherish the beginnings because, and always remember them, always go back to them because they are a source of gratitude. They're a source of gratitude. It's just beautiful, to be honest. Very soon, my boy will start crawling. Just seeing him crawl is going to, obviously, there will be new problems in quotes, like, oh, don't put that in your mouth. Oh, don't do this, don't do that, you get. But, like, it's important to always remind ourselves, regardless of those phases and what they come with, the drama or the down or the up or the consequences, that this phase is a blessing. Do you get? Like, it is a blessing. So whether you are in your first job or you just graduated from school, graduating is a blessing. Or whether you are just in your first relationship or you are about to get married, whatever it is, ensure that you look back and draw gratitude from the experience and progress that you've made so far. Don't always look forward to draw gratitude because it's not every time that there will be gratitude in front. In fact, most times there's no gratitude in front. But yeah, so let me run you through some of the things that happened over the past. I hope that helped and ministered to you. But let me just run you through some of the things that happened over the past couple of weeks. So last week, I had an event that I was invited for to speak. His healing room organized by Defayo. Defayo released this fantastic project that is basically healing and blues. It's really it's about it speaks about like some of the experiences that he went through when he was younger and healing from them. Not everybody has the things that they heal from growing up, and then he decided to start doing like a monthly, I think, or bi-weekly events where people come and just talk about their experiences and talk about how to heal. And we spoke about basically how to go through Nigeria, heal from disappointments, heal as men, heal as women, heal in broken relationships, heal from heartbreak, just healing generally. And it was a very good conversation, and I was very happy that happened. Kudos to Defayo for cooking that. You should definitely check out his album. And it was, I think one of the things I loved the most about it was just realizing that one of the reasons why we have to heal as adults is because as children, we did not experience life in its true context. Like, our parents protect us as much as possible. I think I've said it before on this podcast, as much as possible, so that we believe the best, we hope most, and then when the guards, which is our guardians, when the guards are removed, you now actually face the reality of life and realize that life is not all rainbows and ribbons. But yeah, it was a good conversation. Do listen to the album. Very fantastic work of art. Couple weeks before then, I went for Limo Blaze's album listening. Limo Blaze is another fantastic artist, one of my faves. And the album was fun. It's probably my album of the year, tied with Corel's album. That's another album that's so good. By the way, I'm a Afro gospel head, like music head. I love Afro gospel so much. And Obarenge has been dropping music here and there. He dropped one yesterday too. Fantastic. Obarenge is Obarenge, man. But yeah, so that Limo Blaze's album was really good. Album listening was really good because I hadn't been out in a while. It was nice to go out and see my guys. It was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. The album is so good. Bless Eyes is jam. The Holy Father, obviously. I think my favorite song on the album is the one, Holy, Holy, you are good. You are good. From the highest to the earth. No. The song is really good, but the whole album as a whole is fantastic. I love Victory too. That song is really good. Yeah, just check it out. But yeah, really good. Another very amazing milestone that obviously I couldn't attend, but I'm very proud of is AU's UK tour. Like I think that like just seeing it unfold, obviously on Twitter and social media was really beautiful. Just to see him do like 3 different locations, 3 different events in the UK. Fantastic, amazing, amazing. Shout out to AU. He's an amazing guy. And Endless Ocean, in case you don't know who AU is, amazing guy, amazing team that he has working with him. Shout out to Akoni Korolo, another guy is a cooker. And then Erife also dropped new music. Then just yesterday I had Kari Wise's. I was invited to speak to Kari Wise's campus ambassadors of Redeemers University. It was really good. I always cherish speaking engagements because I've said it before that I wanted to be a motivational speaker when I was growing up. But I decided to not follow through like that because I was like, what do I have to talk about? Because when I wanted to do it, I was like maybe like 17, 16. I was reading some Adeyemi books and just trying to get motivation that I can give people. But in truth, motivation comes from real life experiences. You guys experience life before you go to talk motivation. Because in truth, you don't really want to just gas people up. You want to give them insights that will help them be better prepared for life generally. So now I can come for an event, I can speak from experience and give people some guidance or some light. But yeah, that was another really good event. Shout out to Blossom and Adu. She was the host. Blossom was one that reached out and it was really nice. Just speaking to young people, just telling them that in this life you have to be value driven. And I always say it, even in my intros, I say I'm a value driven entrepreneur trying to solve problems. That's what I do for a living. But yeah, so that has been past couple of weeks for me, and I've just learned to cherish my beginnings. So now when I even resume work, I also cherish my beginnings. Speaking of beginnings, I and Tomo Emmanuel recently started a podcast, football podcast, rightly dividing football. You see what we did here. But yeah, and it's been nice, another beginning, just like the beginning 10 weeks ago that I did as a dad. Different beginnings, but you always remember your beginnings. I've been intentionally taking pictures of my child and me every day because like it's a beginning to cherish. So important conclusion: experience your beginnings properly, experience them deeply, go back to them to draw gratitude from it. If you're in a new country, remember the first day you step foot in that country and remember all that you've gotten or learned, experienced during your time in that country. If you're in Nigeria, remember all the phases of life you've been through and how you've seen all sorts of situations and survived them. Like for instance, I remember that Buhari has come and gone. Tinubu also has come and he will be gone very soon. Whichever, his tenure will be over soon. One way or the other. But yeah, it's just nice. It's nice to go back to your beginnings and just remember to cherish them because that is life. The journey is life. Life is not only the highs, life is every way. The experience, the journey, and not just the destination. In fact, there's no destination. If you reach destination for life, you don't finish with that. But yeah, and so many songs on Lil Blaze's album, I can relate so much to them. There's Sorry, there's this song that I was talking about, how is this really what I pray for? Why am I feeling jaded? It could be this, it could be that, but I want so much more. Nah, man, I'm cool with the lights, and I love the fans, but I want so much more. Give me Let me I actually want to remember what he said. Give me transformation. That transformation on the album. Demon Blaze is too good, man. He had his concert in the UK yesterday. Conversation. Shout out to you, man. The limo to the moon. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Do check out all the things I shared, projects I shared. You should really enjoy the wonders of Afro Gospel. We are blessed, and my children will also enjoy the wonders of Afro Gospel. Do have an amazing week ahead. I remain your host, Oluwaseun Barry. If you enjoyed this episode, do share, subscribe, tell somebody about it. Put the word out there that there's good content and inspiring content that can keep you going. Shalom, guys. Safe.